Greetings, greetings, all divine beings. 2 minutes tardy, but I'm here for Aries. Thank you all for being a part of the tribe. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Semi all natural besides the nails, because these are not mine yet here. Hello. On a serious note to you all, I'm going to give it a few more moments for more people to come in. But while we wait, and in wholehearted, hello, friends. Thank you, guys. Now, Jessica, I knew it was you, baby. I hope all is well. And thank you for coming in and just showing love immediately. I can't ask for anything else. So here's the thing. On a serious note, to all who are on the Carolina coast, to all who are going up that shoreline, who has a hurricane, right? That's coming aboard. They said it was headed to Florida. It looked like it took a turn. So in all serious note, prayers, safe vibrations, positive vibrations to who all are on like the North Carolina coast, because apparently there is a hurricane that is coming, and I want you all to be safe. And it's going to pass. It's going to blow. It's going to blow. We are not claiming anything else other than that. All right. So thank you, Jessica, again. And we're going to get into Aries. All right. Today has been a day. Thank you guys again. Thank you. I'm covering up the girls. Like, why she got that thing on? Looking like we're in the medieval times. So anywho, before we get started, the High Priestess is here for all of us. This is Taurus energy. This is Cancer energy. But this is also conformity. This is something that I feel like, Aries, you've got really under your foot, whether it's a message, whether it's some sort of check, whether it's something that's black and white to you. Thank you. That is retro in perspective. That's owed. Okay. So we're going to find out what's going on. Again, I'm covering up the girls. Don't y'all laugh. I am not joking, right? If my husband goes back and says, oh, you had on that dress, I'm toast. All right. So I did what he said. I'm covering them up. So do not laugh at my medieval stuff. Let's get into it, guys. Thank y'all for being here and a part of the tribe. Like I said, it has been a day. I know I said on Wednesdays we wear black, but today I got on pink. So don't judge me, okay? On Wednesdays we wear black. But it's pink for now because it's hot out. I was just feeling that. I am going to let it incense, but let me get through the shuffling cards. Tell me if you guys have a question. My day ones, it is on subscriber mode, so don't be shy. Don't be alarmed. If you have a question, go ahead and ask it. I'm going to flip one. Just Karika, since you were here, you get 2 questions if you want. First to comment, first to show love. So that's what you get when you kind of just come in and show some housekeeping. All right, again, all love to North Carolinians who are experiencing and getting prepared for this hurricane. We are claiming that it just blows over and it passes. Please don't be greedy in supplies for people out there that also need them. I don't know what it is with the toilet paper, but that's the first to go. Toilet paper seems to be a hot commodity during hurricane season. I don't know. Nevertheless, here we go. We're getting into Aries for this session. We have abundance frequency at the 528 plane. So all that are hearing with me and listening will have attraction immediately. That thunder? I think we're ready to go. And it seems to be from the position because someone keeps denying me. Hey there, reflecting light. Let's see why, just Karika. Who's denying for when, what, for, and why? You got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's someone who's not only vengeful of you, but temperamental. You may have come in looking your best. You may have come in just being your cute self. And here it is. There is a woman that has the say-so in something that feels a placement. It also feels that whatever this is some sort of vengeance, and just because they can. Double check. Did you go to high school with this person? Were you mean to them? Something's coming across as if they've got control and they're being mean about it. right? And it could just be because you look good. Just Karika, I told you I never have to see a picture of you. I know what you look like. Put beautiful, right? That's intimidating to a lot of people. So it seems like a woman is behind it, all right? Just keep being kind. Just keep doing what you're doing as far as trying to apply for the position, maybe in a different county, because I see travel, I see land. You might want to go a 50-mile radius because they may pay you more there, okay? Do not feel that this is the end-all be-all because this woman doesn't have as much power as we're giving her, all right? Here we go. And that's awesome. And that's awesome that you did. And that's the problem because you're quick with it and you did what you were supposed to do and then they came to an interview. You know what I'm saying? It's the beauty. Sometimes it's intimidating to people, to be honest with you. Just Karika, let me flip one more for you. We're going to get started. I promise, Poos. Ask a question. It is on subscriber mode only. It's a transformation that's going to have to come through you blindsidely, just Karika. If you just hold on for a minute because you're like blindsided, what you talking about? You're going to have to go into this completely blind. You passed all of your tests for this position, but it seems like somebody keeps coming in trying to blind the eye. They may be putting the application behind or doing something as to where you're not being seen. And it is a woman behind this for whatever reason. Okay. Let's clear this up. We may have some feminine intent behind our subscriber and friend, Just Karika, on his position. That means a lot. If we could now have the transformation, goosebumps, to have her get what she deserves in this position, to fly high and take off, get rid of this dark shadow that is trying to block her with those blinders on. We are asking for this female to either change her mind or give her a new position, give her position to somebody else. As far as letting her application be seen, the talent, the skill, and passing all testing. What do we say? So mote it be. We are claiming nothing else but the energy to receive. All right, Jessica Rika, good luck, baby. Don't give up. There are people who are in charge who are jealous. And I hate that word because it's like, for what, right? Spirits. What signs, symbols, downloads, and messages do we have for Aries? Please come through, come forth, and show us clearly. All right, first card we have is the Three of... I like that. Come on, reflecting light. Of course you can. You know that. Anything you want, my friend. First card we have, Aries, is the Three of Cups. Feelings are involved, and it also is just coming through as there's a big lack of teamwork this week. You might have two partners, one Caucasian, one African descent, or just say black, whatever you want to call it. Who you're working with are no longer in your vision, in your peripheral. And what's happening here is this lack of teamwork is coming in from something that happened from the fall before last year. Someone's claiming or hiding a benefit behind their back, and you're still friends or giving in to them for some reason here. Okay, whatever it is behind their back. And then we have the Chariot, Cancer energy to attack. You can overcome this because victory is always to the righteous. But this victory is really coming in as you're getting control of these two people, that black and Caucasian person. And I feel like this is only for you to see your true power. For something not to be ruined that you may have tried to...
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want what? Yeah, I can, I guess. I told you I didn't have to. Hold on. I know how to do this now. Let's see. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed the sounds. Oh, wait. Let me shut this back. You know, we're going to pause since it's just us. Oh, my goodness. So, you know, you don't want to get too attached to the young bulls girls, right? But I'm like, I need to know what this girl look like. So sorry. My son was introducing me to somebody. Okay. Hi, Empress. My beauty. Well, reflecting light. I'm waiting on your question. So hit me. All right. So I believe I apologize, but it's on subscriber mode. So these are my day ones. Y'all know how I'm bouncing around and I flow. So we have the chariot that we were talking about as some sort of victory coming over an obstacle with these two people. All right. With that don't have lack of teamwork or your best interest anymore. Now, because the Four of Swords is next, you know, this really cuts deep as to what they've been thinking about as far as your rest, your peace, or something that you're comfortable in. You know, people do not like comfortability. If they see you having too much fun or lax energy, they'll come around and disrupt it and say, okay, get up and do this. Sweep that, do something. I don't have a joke. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make you do something to get out of your comfort zone here. So that's what I'm feeling. And then we have the Nine of Wands. This energy is you, Aries, coming through with the fire, but you're losing perseverance, or you may have been resisting these two people, not wanting to do something that they said. Even if they asked you to go to lunch or just hang out, you rejected them, and rejection is the worst thing. And so generosity is here that's going to have to come back into play in the present term, that is. All right, and then the final card is the World. So they're not going to have any success in how they're feeling towards you in this lack of teamwork, but we're going to find out what this is, okay? Okay, let me see. All right, so, okay, I'd love to know if I'm going to be moving and if the person wants to ask, help me with the positive. Okay. Okay, we have for Miss Reflecting Light. I'm not going to say your government, but we know who she is at this time. Thunder. Be the thunder. Could you tell us right now, in the spirit to the question? Reflecting Light wants to know, will she be moving? And will the person keep their promise as far as the deposit? All right, you got the Emperor. Aries energy is here. And then the Six of Swords, thoughts and actions. Now, listen to me carefully. There is an older man here that has, I feel like, not really changed their mind, but they're going to put you through some sort of obstacle. They're going to put you through some sort of test. And it's not to say that they are wanting to see if you really need it, what you're going to do with it, but I feel like it's a little blue because of the foundation. Where are you going? Where are you headed to? And Reflecting Light, this looks like more of chess than checkers, right? But I see you here with this person, maybe still having some sort of inability, but they're walking through you with this. So you may have to go through a couple of tests, and you're going to have to probably wait until they give it to you. And that could put you restless. But it is here that as long as you are holding on to what they are saying, thank you, as long as you are walking in the faith of who you are as a person and handling business, you know what we talk about. We're personal readings, we're not getting into discussion. But, you know, as long as you are going to get down and handle what you need to, it seems that they're going to walk through this door, but only after they show some sort of power and authority to you, unfortunately. So you're just going to have to put up with it, and you're definitely going to have to put up or shut up in an instance. Because it's a test, it's an obstacle that they're going to put you through because they want to see your foundation. They're not really sure if, you know, if they give you this, it's going to last, of where you're going to stay next. You know, they don't want this to be in vain. But it's here, you just got to wait. Oh, ask him to help you. He's here. Let's see, one more time. He's here. Will he really? You got the Eight of Wands. When I tell you that He's going to make you wait. You'll be scared up until that point. And it's going to be in a reflection that, you know, you're going to be questioning why or getting angry. You can't do none of that. You've got to hold down. Thank you, guys. You've got to hold down your emotion, and you've got to make sure your business is on track, because this person has it, but they're going to put you through that. You got to climb that rope, and it's shaky, like at Chuck E. Cheese. That rope, it's a real thin split. But the game that's going to be played with this person and you is only to show authorship. And then once they get that, it's a reflection. Okay, I'm going to give this to you, but what are you going to give me in return? And are you going to keep up with it? That's what they're wanting to know the most. Okay. Moving forward. Thank you guys for your patience. Ask a question. We're here chilling. Okay. Got the remote in case it turns. Here we go. Why do we have this lack of teamwork? We have the Three of Cups, and like I said, there's two people that are, one's holding something behind your back, and this may have been going on since last fall for some reason. Let's find out. All right, so you got the Page of Swords, you got the Death card, Capricorn, and then you've got the Five of Pentacles. I'm getting hot now because I went outside. All right. It seems that you didn't do what this person wanted. You didn't change as fast as they would like, or you're not a go along, get along with to satisfy this other person that's just like on the outskirts. So you may be dealing with this one person that's close with another that you're not cool with, or you're just not talking to, you don't vibe, and they're pretty much playing both sides. And because you won't go with what they want as far as you being on board, being with some sort of butt of the joke, because that's normally what it is, you know, this comes through as cold energy from the fall that wants to relive. And if it wants to relive here in the present, it's only because you made this person feel stupid. They may have found out they're diagnosed with something, some sort of MS or something that's it's very exclusive, so they may be just taking it out on you as well. But this is all cold energy that has blown in from discontentment, from not feeling welcome. So it's all rejection. And now that we've got this Page of Swords to come in as a new thought, I feel like the other person that you're not cool with is kind of thinking that if they turn this other person against you, then you won't have anybody left, or you won't have anybody to kind of lean on. And I don't know if this is at the job or just your physical neighborhood, but it's like all a game of how can they cut you the most? How can they make you feel like you made them feel before? And I'm not understanding why they want to go back and make you feel any type of way if you don't have any contact, but it's all because you won't change and like them, and people get offended by that. Rejection is a mother. And so you've let go, and you're going to let go of this person that's trying to bring you two together. And you're also going to let go of this energy that wants you to change, and it's not your problem. See, people don't understand. Sometimes we sing in the moment and that music gets our mind clear, but it also opens up our heart. And so you're going to let go of both of these people that are in your hands and really not give two fucks. I mean, to be honest with you, they're both here, 1 and 2. And this will be all smoke over the bridge and water while they're still trying to figure out, you know, what happened, Pooh? Why won't you want to talk to me? Because you want me to do something I don't want to do. And in this moment, you're victorious from cutting them off in the first place. And it's like they're going to be your pets. What did they say? I'll use the Bible scripture, I'll use my enemies as my footstool. The footstool thing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We got the Magician, we got the King, and then we got the Three of Pentacles again. So here they're back. I love you guys. That's why we have it private, just for us. The problem is you don't want to give them, I feel like, this energy. Because regardless if you've borrowed something, it's not that on that level. So this is an exchange of a frequency that you refuse to give them. And any time that you refuse to do some sort of collaboration, some sort of connection, that makes people really devoted into tearing you down or figuring out why you don't want to have anything to do with them. And 9 times out of 10, you just don't vibrate. A lot of people, sorry guys, I'm going to suffocate. Don't let them see it. All right. A lot of people are constantly devoted into tearing you down because you don't want to be down. That's an oxymoron, but it's so true. Because this person lacks not only devotion to themselves, but friendships and also jobs too. They're bouncing around from place to place. They go and they make friends each and every way. But you, Aries, you're no fool. You know that your talent is not to be wasted along with your energy. And so now it's like they can't manipulate you. So now you have to rise in this power. Thank you as the magician. Virgo energy is here. You may have always done this forever. Even though we're in the past life, present life, in the past tense, you've had some sort of power. Tell us what that is. You were some sort of shaman, some sort of warlock here. I know they hate that word. Booga, 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 booga. You have an ability to understand that you need to have the ability to understand that you are your own judge, juror, executioner here. And it's not in a sense of the metaphorically speaking, right? Not sitting here saying you're the end all be all. No, that's what people like. We are all a part of this co-creation process. So knowing that you can take this judgment that they have against you and fire it back. 20 is the number that it is. 2, if we break it down. So we're always going back to these two people that kind of look up to you, but they don't know how to just be chill. And I don't know why that is here. But we're moving on because that's beside the point. They're already out of your spirit. Why do we have the 4 of Swords in reverse? So, more thoughts and action with the King of Swords, the Hermit, and the Ace. A lot of thoughts and actions. They sit on this phone line, on this 3-way. You have over 42 screenshots in their phone. For some reason, they are not about to let you rest in peace because they want your attention. You got the Ace of Swords and the King. I'm going to start here for you to see. These thoughts and actions are weak on their end. And it's only weak because they are not strong enough to kind of let stuff go or make new friends. They also like to blow in with sly, snarky remarks that you've picked up on long ago, and that is what you were no longer putting up with as far as disrupting your peace here in the future. So if this hasn't happened already, you are heading to this light of spiritual enlightenment to turn these things around. Because they're talking about you guys, not communicating or not teamworking up to teamwork so bad that they're stuck in this process of you no longer having any light or any shine. But the problem is your royalty. They can think till the cows come home, but it has nothing to do with who you truly are. And the rank that you have in some sort of connecting world. One of them may be married and acting like they're not. Tell me something very quickly about this future and the peace and the gossip, the talk. Well, this is intergalactic mastery, and this is your confirmation. I wasn't expecting this card, but hey, that's enough. That's enough for me, and I'll just leave it here for this moment to see how magical, how powerful, and how great you truly are as a unicorn. And it's like they see you coming, and they just want to team up because of misery. They're miserable. You are giving no attention, and they can't stand you not. You're not engaging. Why do we have this 9 of Wands? Now, I feel like you were very close in the past to giving them what they wanted, close to some sort of grit, or you may just have bowed out gracefully because of the fatigue of this situation. All I know is a masculine is involved, and it could just be a female that partakes in that sort of stuff. A lot of nigga bitches. Sorry. If you just give them a chance to have an Enos, they are going to sign up for it immediately. There are a lot of women like that, okay? So because we got this energy as a masculine coming through, the King of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and then the 9 of Cups too. Hi, Nisha. Hello, Nisha. Where you been, girl? Hello, Taurus gang. It's Aries today. If I have time, I will try to do Taurus. I promise you. Thank you, Nish. So anyway, back to this energy of really like you seeing nothing but confusion and confrontation constantly. The CCCs. I think that's what we should call this. Because this is not something that we're almost close to resolving with them or almost coming to some sort of solution. I think you kind of backed away from this energy because you didn't vibrate with them from the start. You may have always felt small. You may have always felt like, well, damn, I'm coming up short. Oh, shit. The world, sorry. And you were dissatisfied from these two people from the start, from the past. So you recognize something that made you exhausted from the beginning, and that is a talent and skill that you need to be proud of. You need to know that that's a big thing that a lot of people don't have, is recognizing people that tire you out. Even though it may be entertaining or fun, it's like, for how long, okay? Tell me more about this dissatisfaction from the past. They're also dissatisfied with this woman may have a child with your man, or knew this person from when they were children. They know something deeper that's not coming in. They're on their knees here about it. I had to get that out. ꪻᴝꫝ꫗, the Black Madonna. Respect to you all, my child. This is what you got to pay attention to. People that know you and you don't know them. People that have went and had conversations about, and the child is here, so that could also be a problem. You got to pay attention to the light in you and not them, okay? There's so much light around this, card. It illuminates the whole room where we are. So if you could realize how powerful you light up a room and understand that generosity that you give to, it's not acceptable. They don't like you. They don't like you. I don't like you. And that's okay, because you're not here to be liked. You're not here to be put in fear in any way. But what you are here to do is vibrate with your frequency and to receive abundance in all ways. Y'all don't hear me. This is not a teamwork thing, especially if you've already picked up on an energy that they are devoted to trying to make you feel some type of way, okay? We've got the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. We are on the right mark. 6, 7. Greetings, Gabe. Hello, my brother. To have this energy, Aries, as you really may be suffering with emotion because you feel the coldness or you feel whatever they're doing to you in your peripheral. That's not for you to kind of give and lose your generous spirit or your innocence, because in doing that, you're giving them what they want. And you are not in this zone to be, kind of gave up on. You are not in this frequency to care if they have a child with your significant other or not, or the person you used to date, whatever it is. It's like, that's just not your target. That doesn't get you off. So because, they may just be making you feel some type of way by verbally expressing things, you've got to see a better thought for self for change and pick yourself up when you start to feel down. It's the voices. It's those people talking loud. The louder people say negative things about you, if they have that type of power, it could come through. Or if they say it enough, it'll start to get to you. Like, you're like, what's wrong with me? It's people speaking negatively verbally. But in understanding that, everything that's done to you got to come back. You're Aries, right? You're the first one on the map. So because we've got this feeling of, they're completely just self-absorbed with the fact that you have a little more. They may also have found out that, what you drive, you can't afford. Things are just not working out for their lives, so they're starting to compare, and they have a board. They have a person to go to agree. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, but it's all just gossip. It's just talk. It means nothing to you at all. And that's clear. There's Aries, the Tower, Restoration, the Star. There's the Two of Pentacles. It's never going to stop. I love that the fact the cards tell you what's going on. These two people are pretty much going to try to avert some sort of tragedy, but they're really going to jump out the window on themselves this week, because you are no longer going to entertain, I feel, something that's shocking. Like, you have to be nice to balance, but you are no longer going to result in that energy. It's over with. And all the negativity that they give, they are going to be returned with it. The Star card is also letting us know there is a loved one that has passed 2-3 weeks ago. Hello. I had to get that out. Well, with the cardinal over here in the corner. But to be honest, you recognized your power long ago. So I think this is why this is no longer you affecting you. You are finally finding yourself resourceful. In finding yourself resourceful, you don't have time for minuscule things, especially people playing in your energy. You are transcending to the next level here. Keep going. Keep going. Whatever it is that you're doing, even if you're not journaling or expressing your feelings, you're maintaining the control when these thoughts come in from the enemy. It's the enemy, and the enemy can be worked upon through many different people. But I've already told you who you are. You are here. You have always had some sort of power. The final card is the world. All right. Thank you guys for being a part. Thank you all. I love you, Fracting Light. I love you all. Love you, Gabe. Love you, Empress, Nisha, and Just Korika. Why do we have the world final card? This is success. Like I said, this feels good for me because it's like I got goosebumps. You guys are finally figuring it out. And it takes a long time to gain control. Like, I was embarrassed yesterday for myself, but I'm like, how dare this person come over and say, I'm false and the cards just said you are. You're no preacher. You're on YouTube harassing folks. And come to find out, the cards show they didn't have any faith at all. See, it's always the ones that preach God, preach Jesus, preach the church are the worst ones. If you go in and ask for a bill to be paid or some serious help from these institutions, you're going to get rejected unless you've already been a member and you're going and you're contributing. It is a game. And so I noticed that on YouTube, like, they are paid to do this, and it's not always the people that we think. It is really and literally people going around preaching the word, and they don't have any faith. That is a scary thing. But I'm going to get them every time, okay? The world. I do apologize to my poos, but I can get with it if we want to, but it's just unnecessary. I get crazy, right? Final card. We've got the Empress, Taurus and Aries. You are here with me tonight. We got the Ten of Cups in reverse. When I told you they don't have a family life, a family setting, or even happiness, that's where they're headed. That's their problem. That's why they have to gossip. Because you have something that they don't. You even had the opportunity to gain where you are. Whether it's this position with these folks, whether it's this new neighborhood, HOA, sign you up. Whatever you've gotten, especially that new car, whatever it is, they are upset that you have it. And anytime people see that you get abundance and you have success, they open up and show their emotion. They show their unhappiness. And a lot of people are unhappy at home. That's where it first starts, and then they bring it through that door. Whether it's just, these people are in passing or at your job or just in your apartment building, they gossip because they're unhappy with what they've got in the current. They are also unhappy, like I said, that a child is involved here for some reason. But the final card is Empress, and to let you know to keep nurturing. You have been nurturing yourself all this year, since the beginning of January. And I don't need you to stop now. I need you to pick up the momentum, because as we roll into the fall season is next the winter solstice. And we need to not only tap into our energy, but our power to be resourceful. Because there is not only a spiritual warfare going on, but it's the jobs, it's the homes. People want us gone. And I don't know what they're going to do once the earth is full of empty folks. But you have to know everybody's operating on the devil. They're operating on the evil. And they're operating on the unreasonable. Accountability is here. Balance with chaos. And balance in the wizard. So you've already balanced this mission, even if you haven't experienced it. It's here. Do not engage in reacting craziness if it comes your way this week, because you have already taken the place in the mind of the shape that you are going to be hard with these people, with their sideways, and that you have some sort of temper you're going to control without sparking off and exploding in some way. Light flicker. And then we've got Hasabi, which is accountability in the Leo energy that you really need to gain strong before we end it here. So this is letting you know you have all the resources with the universe, all the resources with nature, and that I don't think it's really accountability you have to take with yourself. It's for even dealing with these people, right? Sometimes you'd be like, if I would have never, they wouldn't even know I existed. And they can continue on being crazy over there. If I would have never, then they would not even know who I am and we would be all good and they can just continue to be crazy over there. But here we are, right? Okay. Hi. Okay. Do you see everything work? Okay, here we go. It was written, and Satan would go into the church. I know that's right. I know that's right, Gabe. And going to the church, sitting right next to you, hotter than fire, hotter than hell, and would slit your throat or take your wife at any point in time here. And it's the scariest thing. I still go, of course, because of my mother-in-law. But I tell you, it's just like I have to cleanse myself after that place. And I don't care who hears me, honestly. I have to seriously go cleanse myself because I feel like, what the hell just happened? It is not the same as it was when I was growing up as a child. These people they're on missions, and I'm not to disrespect anybody. You do what you want, but it's the ones that are up there in them pool pits. All right. Sorry. Yes, it was. Okay, so do you see everything working out for me in my court situation again? You got it. I remember. For NN, all right? Yeah, NN. Nisha, can you tell us, please, what this court case was similar to be? Could you let us know, is it going to end peace, safe, and accurately in the favor of the Knight of Cups in reverse? Have you not given up something that they've asked for, or have you thought about, whatever you thought about? You got to go in and give up something. And I'm not sure what it is. I grew up in it. I'm going to come back to you, Gabe. I'm not sure what it is because this is all thoughts and feelings of something you're not giving up. And that's where the uncertainty that you feel is coming in. But it doesn't say that it's uncertainty in general. It just seems like you've got to go over some sort of rock, some sort of hill. And then the stream is going to open up and seem clear. But bliss is here, so you have to trust. Nisha, I know you like she's full of shit, but if you could just wake up every day and say that this is going to work out, it will. And if you are writing this down in the 369 method or 11 times a day, that is also going to help here. But it is right here, baby cakes. As long as you just keep trusting, and if you can give up something, you're going to be okay. There's the light. Let me turn it off again so you can see how bright everything is going to work out. You just got to trust something, all right? Now, yes, you grew up in a Catholic church, transferred to Christian, and now learning about spirituality to so many life experiences. And that's exactly what happened to me. They can definitely put you in a cage, Gabe, and stunning growth due to its limitations. Absolutely, because you always feel as if you're offending somebody or you're not being a strong enough Christian when everybody, I've seen the Catholics, I think that's what it is. They drink wine, right? I went to like one of those Greek things. I used to go in my hometown all the time. But here, and I saw a reverend with a full glass of red wine. I was like, this is not happening. So yeah, it's like I'm so confused by that. But yeah, spirituality has definitely, that's what kind of happened to me. I definitely had something that was life crisis altering, and everything just changed for me. Everything changed for me. And I found my gift. I found my talent, but I knew what was happening and what was going on while I was experiencing it, but I didn't know what was happening, and I couldn't do anything to save. Right? So if I couldn't do anything to save, oh my gosh, I gotta go. I think it's 4:00. I gotta pick up Priya Rose from cheer practice. I love you guys. Nisha, it's gonna work out fine. Yes, that's the beauty of our creator. He always says to question everything, or we'll always be stuck in one place. I love you guys. We had a great time. We had a great day.